So as you guys all know, MHA. Yes, with MHA we have 2 games this year that released. Both of the games were pretty damn good. What were they? First off, if you don't even know, first one, TSH. The Strongest Hero, great game, I enjoyed it. This is literally the game I cover on this channel, obviously speaking. Again, as much as people want to hate on the game, 10 out of 10 gameplay. I loved it more than anything. That is why I stuck around so long, because the gameplay is some of my favorite. The PvP was good until, Miro, and WHM. But, team up, all of those things, agency assessment, all of those things. When you play with these characters, the gameplay for them, the animations on them, it's top notch. You can't say anything. It is, right? The second game, Ultra Impact. Now, more of a typical gacha game with the turn-based mechanics, chibi style, very, I guess you can say not cheap, but like very kind of, well, there's a word for this, I'm missing the word, but you know what I'm trying to say, okay? Yes, both were good games, both were great games, both were gacha games, okay? Up and coming, there is still one more MHA game that's supposed to release. Again, we don't know about this year. I don't think it's happening this year anymore. It's probably early next year, around there. But the game is Ultra Rumble. Now, that'll mark 3 MHA games that have released recently. There have been more MHA games. Some got shut down. Some are on console, for example, One Justice. All these are good games. But the one that I'm really excited for, Ultra Rumble. Let me tell you now, I got into the beta both on the JP version and on the global version, and I will tell you, if you like MHA, you're gonna love this game. Now again, if you don't like Battle Royales, that's a different story. You're probably gonna hate the game. So to give you a quick breakdown, so I did cover a few videos on the channel, you may have not seen them. With it, it's basically just Fortnite, but you have MHA roster. That's what it is, okay? With the current roster, it's actually pretty cool. We have some of the Class 1A students, we have some villains, we have some of the pro heroes. Really, this game does have a lot of potential, and if they do follow, as they say, that free-to-play model, they will constantly have character updates coming out for free, probably. And then with those free characters, you'll constantly have updates, you'll constantly have stuff, a lot to look forward to. And off of the few hours I put into the JP beta, I loved it. Off of the multiple hours I put into the global beta, I really enjoyed it. Now again, to give you a little bit of background before I talk about the gameplay itself and, hype up why it's so good and why I care for it. First thing, okay? It's a battle royale. Keep that in mind. It's free to play. It's coming to Switch. It's coming to console. It's coming to PC. Not yet. They haven't said anything for mobile. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it could. You see Apex Mobile a thing now. Warzone Mobile's becoming a thing. So there's a high chance that they actually work it out and it turns into a mobile game. But again, for now, it's still slated just to be a console, PC, Switch type thing. So with it, there's a lot of range of where you can hop onto it. But again, if you are a mobile player, which I know majority of people watching this channel are, there's a chance you might not get to play it until you get onto one of those things. Onto the release date, we still have no freaking idea of when it's going to actually release. We had an idea that it was this year, but given we're very close to the end of the year and no information has since dropped, I'm starting to doubt that. And again, the last piece of actual information we had was basically a few months back. It was like, what, I would say August maybe, when we had our original drop of all the information with the beta and all of that. So we really haven't gotten too much, which means it's most likely early next year or even further than that. Now again, with the beta, let me tell you now, the gameplay, even though it sounds like a stupid thing on paper, oh, my hero characters with a battle royale twist, that sounds stupid. Even if you say that, okay, I thought that before going in, I'm like, this sounds pretty weird. It's probably gonna be trash. The gameplay was very enjoyable. Okay, some of the characters really worked and their abilities really connected super well. And it just in this atmosphere, this battle royale type thing would just work. It just happens. Some quirks are like that. Deku just constantly using the the gauntlets for the smash was pretty cool. Todoroki and his freeze and fire combo, constantly freezing you, then just burning you. It's well done. Some of these characters really work, and some of the quirks that we see in like the future of the manga and all of that, I can't wait to see how they implement those. But again, there were some things with the beta, I will admit it, that were very weird. For example, when you try punching somebody, a lot of it doesn't connect. That is true. A lot of the things also with kind of balancing. For example, Froppy can just fly away. Like literally, Froppy can use her tongue and just swing through branches and everything and be gone in a millisecond, right? So in the beta, you would just encounter people that would hit you and then just dash, okay? And you can't chase them because some of the quirks don't really work like that. Where, for example, All Might might not be able to chase them down just like that. Some characters can, some characters can't. Mount Lady with their, giant quirk. If you look at that, everyone thought it was gonna be busted broken, but you see they balanced that properly. So in some areas, the game does need a lot of improvements, but overall, I will say it now, if you're looking for just a fun MHA game to pick up, play here and there, I think that this is the one. Again, we recently saw something similar. They took Gundam, took Overwatch, merged it, and they have Gundam Evolution. That game is also really damn cool. With this, they took Fortnite, they took MHA, or rather they just took the Battle Royale thing and then mixed it with MHA, and boom, you have a kind of success story. I will say, this is going to be good. It genuinely is. And again, right now the customization seemed pretty cool, but I don't know how they're going to handle pricing or how they're going to handle anything like that. They could definitely ruin everything. But we'll see. Like, if it's a gacha system, it's cool. If it's you can only pay for the cosmetics, you can never get anything else, and that's kind of it. I do expect to see a battle pass and all that type of content. It's a free-to-play game, so most likely that's the route they're going to go, as does every single other free-to-play game. Now again, if you're wondering what the current list of characters are in the game, it's Suzuki Midoriya, Katsuki Bakugo, Chaku Uraraka, we have Todoroki, Asui, All Might, Cementos, Mount Lady, Tomura Shigaraki, Dabi, Toga, and Compress. That is currently the roster, which isn't that bad. Again, they've been developing this for a very long time, so I wonder what they've been improving on and what they've been doing in all of this time and what characters they have ready for launch. Again, TSH is a game that doesn't follow the story or anything. If Ultra Rumble were to do so, we get like characters depending on what the story is at. For example, if the game was released right now, Mirko, because of the current episodes, that would be pretty damn cool. Later on, we get something like, or for this week, you could have gone to something like Denki, because Denki matched up with what happened in the episode. They could really put up some hyped things and do some hyped updates. And again, with everything, you know, in TSH, the one thing that I always wished, we got seasonal content. With this, if they do it where, you know, Fortnite goes into a Christmas update, I think Call of Duty is a Christmas update, Halloween updates, they could definitely do something when literally there's like a whole Christmas episode. In My Hero, they like have the assets and everything, you make it, get Deku in a Christmas suit and all of that. Really, they can do some cool stuff. So I think the game does have potential, and it is something to look forward to in the coming months. When will it release again? We have no freaking idea, but it should be before 2023 ends. Let's just go for that. Again, with another game, Black Clover Mobile, we're still waiting on that. Still set apparently for this year, so there is potential that this game releases this year also. But again, there's been such a, I guess you could say, like, disconnect from them mentioning anything that I think it will be some more time. And again, we don't know if it's going to launch first in the JP region, because remember, the beta was like 4 months apart. So they can do anything they want with it. We'll have to just wait and see and let time tell. But again, there is another MHA game left for the year, and there is something that can hype you up if, you know, TSH isn't doing it for you anymore. If you like Battle Royale, if you have a console, you have the ability to hop on, this is probably the game you're looking for. And again, if Mirko is not added in 6 months, like within the games and launching, if Mirko's not there at launch, I'll be depressed. 6 months later, still not there, I'll quit the game, I'll hang it up, I'll say I'm done, I'm moving on. I need to see Mirko. Literally, she's just like, she doesn't get any love in anything, bro. We finally see her in the anime, and, you know, never mind, I'm not gonna finish that. I'm waiting. If we don't get Mirko, I'm gonna riot. TSH hasn't released her. I don't even think Ultra Impact has released her. Nothing releases her. Like, it's depressing. Mirko on launch or uninstall. I'm telling you now. With that being it, again, just don't wanted to mention this because, you know, a lot of people forgot about it. And I still, you know, there's hope for another good MHA game. I still hope that it's good. We'll see how it turns out. With that being said, thank you for watching. Peace out, enjoy. I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe. That's been it for me.